Exposition based on Psalm the 25th, verse 6, from the Treasury of David, written by Dr. Charles Spurgeon, the Prince among the Preachers. Remember, O Lord, thy tender mercies and thy loving kindnesses. We are usually tempted in seasons of affliction to fear that our God has forgotten us, or forgotten his usual kindness towards us. Hence the soul doth, as it were, put the Lord in remembrance, and beseech him to recollect those deeds of love which once he brought towards us. There is a holy boldness which ventures thus to deal with the Most High. Let us cultivate it. But there is also an unholy unbelief which suggests or fears. Let us strive against it with all our might. What gems are those two expressions? Tender mercies and loving kindnesses. They are the virgin honey of language. For sweetness, no words can excel them. But as for the gracious favors which are intended by them, language fails to describe them. When all thy mercies, O my God, my rising soul surveys, transported with the view, I am lost in wonder, love, and praise. If the Lord will only do unto us in the future as in the past, we shall be well content. We seek no change in the divine action. We only crave that the river of grace may never cease to flow. For they have been ever of old. A more correct translation would be from eternity. David was a sound believer in the doctrine of God's eternal love. The Lord's loving kindnesses are no novelties. When we plead with him to bestow them upon us, we can urge use and custom of the most ancient kind. In courts of law, men make much of the precedents, and we may plead them at the throne of grace. Faith, saith Dixon, must make use of experiences and read them over unto God out of the register of a sanctified memory, as recorded to him who cannot forget. With an unchangeable God, it is the most effectual argument to remind him of his ancient mercies and his eternal love. By tracing all that we enjoy to the fountainhead of everlasting love, we shall greatly cheer our hearts, and those do us but sorry service. Who try to dissuade us from meditating upon election and its kindred topics. May God bless you, dear friend in Christ, and Solomon Raj.